Way back in Project 2, we made this thing right here, Guess the Flag. It shows 3 different flags to users and asks them to guess which is which. In this case, which is the flag of the US. Boom. Well, based on what you now know about VoiceOver, can you spot the actual, rather significant problem in our project? If you're not sure, grab a real device with VoiceOver enabled, run it back on there, and you'll see the problem very, very quickly. Because SwiftUI's default behavior is to read out the name of each image as its label. In our project, the images are named after the country they belong to. So Germany, Ireland, Italy, Monaco, Poland, whatever, they're all here as their name. And so literally just swiping through until they find the right answer being read out to them is how you can get maximum points with no actual work at all. To fix this, we've got to add descriptions to our project. For each of our flags with just enough detail that can be guessed correctly by someone who's actually learned them. Of course, without actually giving away the name of the country itself. Now, if you open your project 2 from earlier, you will see we have this big countries array right here. And so the easiest thing to do really is to attach labels here without changing the rest of our code. Make a dictionary of all our country names as the keys, and then the labels as their descriptions as values. And so we can say in here in our content view, I'm going to describe a bunch of flags, by the way. If you want to fast forward in the video, this is your chance. Our labels is an array of, a dictionary of, Estonia. I'll do an empty string first. Then we have France. Then we have Germany. Then we have Ireland. Like that. Then we have Italy. Boom. And Nigeria. And then Poland. And then Spain. Hello dog, how you doing? Spain, sorry, I'm not getting confused. And then UK after Spain. Boom. And then Ukraine. And then empty string, and then US. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Let's quick check. Estonia, France, Germany, Ireland, Italy, Nigeria, Poland, Spain, UK, Ukraine, US. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Great. Now we do is describe them all. So the flag of Estonia is 3 stripes, remember correctly. Yes, it is. Great. So we have here, it's right there. Great, thanks for that. It's a flag with 3 horizontal stripes. Top is blue, middle is black, bottom is white. Let's add stripe perhaps. Middle stripe, black, top stripe, blue. Just enough information to get the answer really. Flag not ready, that's France is a flag with 3 vertical stripes. I like France, do we dogs? Okay. Left stripe, blue, middle stripe, white. And then, white, and then right stripe is red. Germany again, stripes again, lots of stripes on these flags. We've got 3 horizontal stripes this time. Here, top stripe is black, middle stripe is red, and then bottom stripe is gold, like that. Is it weirdly matched? Again, interesting. Anyway, Ireland flag with, get off dog, 3 horizontal stripes. No, vertical, sorry, Ireland, I apologise. Stripes, left stripe is green, middle stripe is white, right stripe is orange. Italy, we've got flag with 3 vertical stripes, definitely this time. Left stripe is green, middle stripe is white, right stripe is red. Like that. Alright dogs, so I'm going to get a treat then. You're clearly very, very hungry. I get a break from typing 1 second as well. That is Italy, Nigeria, it's 3 stripes again. Love the 3 stripe flags. Come on, push up, move. Hurry. Good dogs, good gazelle. Nigeria, flag with 3 vertical stripes. Left stripe green, middle stripe white, right stripe green. By the way, folks, if you're learning this on hackingswift.com, you get a transcription of the video as well. You can just copy and paste my code. It's much easier. Poland, flag with 2 horizontal stripes. Ooh, edgy. We have the top stripe is stripe. stripe is white, bottom stripe red. Flag is with 3 horizontal stripes. This one is a top thin stripe is red, middle thick stripe is gold with a crest on the left, and then bottom thin stripe red, like that. And then UK, we've got flag with overlapping. That's actually different, this one, for a change, isn't it? They're still sort of stripes, this one isn't. Flag with overlapping red and white crosses, both straight and diagonally on a blue background. Ukraine, we've got flag with 2 horizontal stripes. Top stripe is blue, bottom stripe is yellow, gold, yellow, it's going to be yellow. And then US, flag with many red and white stripes, with white stars on a blue background in the top left corner. Thank you for patience, dogs. Oh, one's gone, the one's staying. Well done. Patience paid off, eh? Good girl. And with that in place, now we can add a label to each flag button. So we have our little loop here, looping over the various things. And we've shown the correct picture from the countries array. We want to now look up the name of the thing. This is our key in our dictionary. That country's number thing here. Grab that, then use that name as the key in our labels array. So it's a double lookup, as it were. And then if that's missing, because it's a dictionary, you could provide a missing key, for example. Provide a default string, empty string is fine. And so we're going to say that we have a accessibility label for our view. So we'll do it like here, for example. I'm going to say, actually do it for the button, I think works better. Accessibility label here. And we'll do labels, countries, number. So again, double lookup. We have 0, 1, and 2 in our shuffled array. So we look up the correct name of the flag. So it'll be, in this case, US or Italy or Estonia. We then use that as the key for our labels dictionary and grab it out. But if that fails somehow, then we'll have a default value of, let's do unknown flag. And now if you run the game, you'll see it actually is a game for voiceover users. Regardless of using it or not, it's much, much better. And this, I think, gets right to the core of making our apps accessible. Everyone can have fun playing our game now, regardless of their individual access needs.